Some new text appeared in a pop-up box.
I realized that some kind of script previously downloaded from Google's internet page must now be under interpretation by the web browser in order to try to communicate with my new Chromecast device using its own new Chromecast command language. I waited for a few seconds to see what would happen. Within a few seconds, some new text appeared in that pop-up box on my laptop, and it said, "Please confirm that you see this code on your TV, E7G4. My TV had already been displaying that information, but it was now clear that my laptop was communicating with it, and that it had received that E7G4 identifier from my new Chromecast device. Evidently, this new script in my laptop could now use Wi-Fi to blather away with my Chromecast using any commands that it had been configured to activate from the Chromecast command language. So I clicked, "That's my code," as prompted. So that script in my laptop would get confirmation that it had indeed been connected with the right Chromecast device as it expected. My laptop's display immediately advanced from step 1 to step 2, just as if it were advancing through an ordinary website page by page. I had to admire the diabolically clever design. I didn't know whether this step 2 page originated as a hard-coded element of my new Chromecast or whether it had been downloaded as part of the script from the original connection to Google's website, but the effect hid the complexities of temporary disconnection from the worldwide internet. It's pretty cool stuff. Step 2 on my PC said, "Now, let's get Chromecast hooked up to Wi-Fi." That's rather counterintuitive. It's obviously already using Wi-Fi to communicate with my laptop PC. What that step really should say would be something more along these lines. It should say, "Your Chromecast device is operating as an isolated or orphaned little subnet all by itself with no connection to the internet. We need you to help us get it connected to your home Wi-Fi router so it can get internet access. We'll use your laptop to do this since it is now connected to the Chromecast." So that's what they should have said, but I digress. Even the least technically skilled users should be able to blindly follow the instructions that Google displays. Their display is divided into two areas, one on the left and one on the right. Each area solicits some input from you. The area on the left suggests the name of a Wi-Fi network that your Chromecast wants to use for internet access. I think it has just scanned your neighborhood to identify all of the likely candidate Wi-Fi signals and has taken a guess based on signal strength. If it suggests the wrong one, you can click on the displayed name to see all of the others in a drop-down list, and then you can click on the appropriate network. The point is just pick the one that works, that you expect to use, works best in your house. The area on the left there will also help you with any Wi-Fi encryption keys that are needed for access. This box is misnamed password. It should be labeled WEP key or WPA key as appropriate to the detected network. Nevertheless, it was fairly obvious that I must enter the encryption key used by my Wi-Fi network into that little box, and I did so. Now the area on the right side gave me the opportunity to assign a new logical network name to my Chromecast device so that I could differentiate a Chromecast in my bedroom from one in my living room, etc. Because I only have one such device, I didn't bother to change the suggested name. I just kept it at Chromecast 6683. And once I had completed filling in the information, I went ahead to the bottom of the screen and clicked Next. A new pop-up box was immediately displayed with a message that said, "Configuring your Chromecast." I think it really should have said something more along these lines. It should have said, "Thanks. We are sending that information to your Chromecast device, and we will have to wait to see if it can use it to successfully access the worldwide internet through your Wi-Fi gateway." Anyway, that's just semantics, but it would be much more clear if they told you what's going on. I was watching my TV. It continued to display connecting to Bosenet's 54G for a while. A moment later, my laptop PC displayed step 3 as follows. It said, "Finally, connect to the Wi-Fi network your Chromecast has just been configured with." More awkward, confusing language. What it should have said would have been something like this. It should have said, "Thanks. Your Chromecast is now connected to your home Wi-Fi router and has internet access, but your PC is no longer hooked into your home network. It still thinks your Chromecast device is its internet gateway. Please reconnect your PC to your usual home Wi-Fi router in the usual way, and then click Next. I did that, using Microsoft's pop-up Wi-Fi configuration icons in the usual way, and incidentally, it's important, both the Chromecast and my laptop had to be on the same Wi-Fi network, of course. When I was done with that, I clicked Next. My TV still said, Connecting to Network Bosonet 54G. Another dialog box popped up on my laptop. This one said, Talking to your Chromecast. Well, that was vague enough, but at least it wasn't confusing.